welcome back to our channel. It's been a while. We've been very busy with work and etc. and parent life, but a little change of plans. We were gonna beat his face, but he chickened out last minute. So whenever he gets the courage to do it again, we will record it and have it up for you guys. But today we're gonna talk about how we met and how our life now is being where we are now and being parents of not one but two girls. So yeah, so pretty much we met in high school.
Well, I was in a small town, or small city called Coatesville, and my mom really wasn't really living that great, so we had to move up in Lancaster, PA, and I was up there for my 10th grade year, and I moved in around my birthday, which is in December. And that's when things changed. I met her, and so we was friends at first. She was going through a rough relationship, which all women and men go through, but it was a rough relationship. I was talking to her, being a sweet guy, of course, telling her what she should do or what advice I would give her. And when I was doing that, for pretty much things was going
All summer long.
Yeah, all summer long until the next school year came. Well, our 11th grade year, she was in 12th grade, so she's a year older than me. 11 months, almost a year. So then what happened was we're still talking. Told her about my feelings for her. She had the same feelings for me. So I think like the next day or a couple of days later, we was talking about it. I guess school was coming, getting
School already started and
school
everything's getting, back on track.
Yeah, and this was when I hated school. That's why I did cyber, but another story there. And things was pretty good at first, and then one day when school was over, it was about like 3 o'clock. Went into the main
the main lobby.
The
like
main lobby.
anyone that knows us and knows our story, like our pretty close friends, and also his cousin that's pretty close with us. She knows this story, and then she sees this. Just know we love you.
Yep.
But I remember that day like it was yesterday. He texted me to meet him outside of the lobby where we always met, and he decided that he wanted to kiss me and make it official. So that happened, and pretty much everyone knew we were just friends. We were just best friends. Nothing happened ever.
Yep.
Until that day, and everyone came up to us and was like, oh my god, I thought you were just friends. Like, what? Like, when did this happen? And we all just overwhelmed ourselves that we didn't know how to handle answering everyone.
Yep.
So it was I was in shock, even though I knew it was gonna happen. But that's how we became to be. And then the year went on. Like always, it just went on like normal. We hung out. We worked. We worked together actually. So we pretty much like a normal couple. Then we found out at the ending of the year, beginning of beginning of the new year, we found out that we were expecting our first child.
and I was 17, and she was about to turn
18.
She was about to turn 18. So we were still young at this point. And we was getting advice, from our moms and family. And it was, well, I didn't think it was chaotic. She did, but I pretty much told her she was pregnant. And she didn't believe it. So she wanted to get a pregnancy test. Because I knew all the symptoms of pregnancy. Because I was raised by women all my life. So I was like, you're pregnant. I know all the symptoms. She was like, no, I'm not. She was trying to deny it. But when she did a pregnancy test, it turned out that she was positive. So.
Being pregnant was scary, but it wasn't at the same time. Telling our parents was the scary part, because not only did we not know each other we didn't know each other technically less than a year, and we got together. We were only together for a few months before we got pregnant. So it wasn't a shock to us, but it was at the same time, because we didn't know how to deal with that, because we didn't know if we were going to be together in the future, like a couple months from now. We didn't know. So it was pretty shocking. When I told my mom, I cried, because I didn't want that life for me, but it happened. So there was nothing really much I could do about it. I was scared, but I knew if I didn't tell my mom something, she would have found out, and that wouldn't have been nice. My mom doesn't like to find things out by other people. So
I thought I was going to get my ass whooped from my mom. Because I was so young, I was 17, so it's like I was just beginning my life. And which people were saying it was scary. It was scary at first, but it turned out to be a pretty good life that I had. I'm only 20, so this is 3 years later. We have another one, and she's about 11 months. So, and we're still young. She's 21, I'm 20. I'm about to turn 21 next month. So, we're still young, but we have a house together. We've been living here for almost 2 years. We've been living under a roof, providing for our family, and it's been great so far. So it's like, even though you have a baby, it doesn't necessarily mess up your life. You have to just keep moving forward, and things will look pretty good at the end of the day. And once you look back at what happened in your life, you might want to change some things, because we're humans. You always think, oh, well, if I would did this and that. But it happens in a way that you just be like, you know what, I had a pretty good life, and I'm glad I was a part of it. So it's really good at the end of the day. You just have to keep moving forward and believe that everything will be okay and turn out to be okay.
Our story is it's long, so we're kind of shortening it up. Pretty much, like, our families were upset, but at the end of the day, they still loved us and still supported us through anything we decided to do. We did live with my mom for a while, and then we decided to get our own place because we thought it was time. And then we moved into the house that we're in now. We're hoping to move into a nicer place
by next month.
Hopefully,
we're going to this complex tomorrow to see how much we can put down for the application, because we've been calling, they haven't been picking up. So hopefully we get the chance, because this place is cute.
But everything we went through was a lot on us. I still graduated high school.
Same.
I graduated high school on time with my class.
Yep.
I was pregnant through finishing up my senior year. I gave birth in October to my first daughter. And this is how his story comes along with him doing cyber school. Because he was always tired, etc. You know, being a parent at a young age, and especially being in high school, it's hard.
It'll make you feel like you're like in your 30s, 40s. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
Yeah, everything you do in life has a purpose, and we may have had kids young, but at the end of the day, we love our kids, and we wouldn't have changed it for anything. Um, Honestly, I'm glad that it was him, because if it was anyone else, they would have just left. To be honest, because not every guy stays with a girl that they get pregnant. You know what I mean?
Especially at like 16, 17.
You know, we both didn't have our fathers in our lives. My dad still does not want nothing to do with me, and he has two beautiful granddaughters, and I see my dad every few years. That's because I make the effort. But I'm glad he decided to stay, and he's being a father figure for our daughters, because a kid always needs their father, no matter what. They need that father figure in their life. And I'm glad that it was him and it wasn't anyone else. And I'm glad I did pick him to have kids, because if not, I would be by myself. And it's not fun being a single mother, but I'm glad that it did work out for me. Eventually, after we moved into our house, we did end up finding out we were pregnant with our second daughter. It was very hard, because my first pregnancy was extremely hard. I had a lot going on at the time, and I got preeclampsia.
Which is a horrible thing to have.
Yeah, anyone that had preeclampsia knows that it's extremely hard to deal with, and it's especially once you know for a fact that you have it, you have to get birth, because it could be dangerous to the baby and you. So for my second pregnancy, I was a stay-at-home mom, because I didn't want to get preeclampsia again, but eventually I did get it towards the ending of my pregnancy. I got it at 36 weeks, and for my first daughter, I got it at 37. So I did have to have her 4 weeks early. So she was in the NICU, and she was having breathing problems. But thankfully, after a week and a half, she was home with us, and she did get better.
Now she's a rugrat crawling all over our house.
But I guess what we're trying to say is that being a teen parent, it's extremely hard, especially when you're young and you don't know what to do. You know, it's really, really hard, and we did it. We figured it out along the way. We still make mistakes, but it's okay. You know what I mean? You're still learning. You know, not every parent is perfect. Not every parent is going to know everything that they're doing with a child. When they say they do, sometimes they don't. You know, so we're still learning. But we both graduated. We both are doing what we have to do. We both have great jobs. And we both still take care of our kids, and we still have time for each other. Whether it's just a night, or it's a night where we just put our kids to bed and we just hang out and watch movies. We still make time for ourselves, because we don't want to separate, and we don't want us to have a boring life. So we still do what we have to do in order to make us work as a couple and us to work as a family. We may bump heads, but that's just because we always are going to bump heads, because no matter what, we are two different persons, and we do see different sides to every story. So
Our life story, we could have been on 16 and pregnant. And then newest addition to the episodes.
So it was really rough, but we got through it. Our lives are great now, and even though our life is great, we still hit bumps. No matter what, we're gonna hit bumps, because that's just how life is. Life isn't always perfect. So, but yeah, pretty much that's our life story cut in half because our life story from the extreme beginning is very long, because it's how we met, how, not exactly necessarily like how we met, but how everything happened moment by moment. And it's really long, and we don't want to make this video extremely long for you guys, because I know I don't like seeing those hour videos on YouTube or on Facebook. So I know you guys ain't gonna enjoy that.
Plus ads, plus all those ads.
Yeah.
I know it's harsh.
Yeah, no. So, you got anything else to add that we missed out?
Nope. It's our life story, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're like everyone else that's going through problems right now. It's alright. Just keep moving forward. God has a plan for you.
Do you want to tell them how you feel now about being a dad? Like, is it the worst decision you made?
I feel great. It's just, to be honest, I was thinking it was the worst thing, but looking back at it, you always have to keep moving forward, and that's what I did. I was 17, didn't know how it was gonna come at the end of the day or how perfect it was, but nothing's perfect, and you just have to keep on working at it and keep on doing your job as a father to provide for your family and be there for your children. And that's what I did. And I'm 20 years old, so I'm living great right now.
How I feel about being a mom, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to take it mentally. But I think I took it pretty great. I did have some mental breakdowns, but I think any parent has that, because sometimes you feel like you don't know what you're doing. Especially right after you give birth, you get that postpartum depression. You got to watch for that. I did get that with my second daughter. It wasn't so bad, but it was sort of bad at the same time. It wasn't bad that it lasted for a little while, but it was bad because I just never experienced that before. So, but pretty much like we took both like champions, and we did what we have to do, and now we're still living life, and we're still having fun and being parents at the same time, and making sure that everything is good before we take care of ourselves, because our kids are important at the end of the day. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We do have a lot of ideas for a lot of other videos. It's just kind of hard to post just because with our schedules, and especially that we both work second shift, and we're spending time with our kids and running around to appointments and doing all the fun stuff. It's kind of hard. So we'll try and post at least every week. I am trying to convince this one to let me beat his face, but he doesn't want to. So comment down below if you want to see this guy transform into a woman. Just his face. No. Okay? Say yes. So I can do it and record it, and you guys can laugh and just enjoy the video. But we are gonna try. We're not gonna make any promises, but we're gonna try and at least post. It's just a little hard at times. But we did want to share our story and how we met, sort of, and how our lives changed after we had a kid. Just because we see that a lot of times teen parents. Hey guys, sorry about the way the video is. I know this is off Snapchat, but apparently we forgot to charge the camera. So in the ending of our video, it died. So we're pretty much just recording the ending. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.